Testing.
Your best choice. BEFM 부산영어방송.
혹시 지금 운전 중이신가요? 어린이 교통사고 피해자 수는 지난 3년 평균 약 9만 명. 특히 어린이 보호구역 안전 기준이 강화된 이후에도 어린이 보호구역 내 사고는 지속적으로 발생하고 있습니다. 스쿨존에서는 반드시 시속 30km 이하 서행, 스쿨존 내 불법 주정차 금지, 차량 출발 전 앞뒤 좌우 살피는 습관으로 어린이가 안전한 도시를 만듭니다. 참, 운전 중 휴대전화 사용은 모두에게 위험합니다. 우리 모두를 위한 교통안전, 나부터 실천하면 모두가 안전해집니다. 어린이가 안전하게 뛰어놀 수 있는 부산. 아이 키우기 좋은 도시는 우리 모두의 미래이자 희망입니다. 이 캠페인은 어린이가 안전한 부산을 만드는 은행, B&K 부산은행과 함께합니다.
보이스피싱 전화 올 땐 전화 끊고 확인하기. 택배 주소 오류 사기, 인터넷 주소 클릭한대.
늘 의심하고 꼭 전화 끊고 또 확인하고.
보이스피싱에 눈을 뜨며
예방책이 보입니다.
공익광고협의회.
Coming up next is Inside Out Busan with Min-Soo Shin. BEFM 부산 영어방송.
Hello. Welcome to the show. This is Inside Out Busan. I'm your host, Min-Soo Shin, and TGIF. Did you know that there are only 3 days left in the year 2023? No, almost 2 days, right? Can you believe it? Well, here in Busan, multiple countdown as well as sunrise festival events will be held at our popular beaches, including Haeundae, Gwangalli, and Songdo. Of course, there are these scenic sunrise spots all across Busan where you can enjoy the magnificence of the rising sun as it blazes across the horizon, welcoming in the new year. So, are you all set to say goodbye to 2023 and welcome in 2024?
Please don't stop the music. Please don't stop the music. Please don't stop the music. Please don't stop the music.
Rihanna with Don't Stop the Music to start off our show. Welcome to the program. This is Inside of Busan. I'm your host, Min-Soo Shin. 반갑습니다. 환영합니다, 여러분. Happy Friday. Yeah, like I said, 3 days, and maybe for some of our listeners, if you don't include today, 2 days left, 2 full days left of the year 2023. Where does the time go? 그렇죠. Well, to get you ready for the new year, I'm sure you've heard it during news like throughout here at BFM, even on a couple shows. I know they've been mentioning how to celebrate the end of 2023 as well as the beginning of 2024. Various countdown and sunrise events are set to unfold across multiple localities here in our city of Busan. So to fill you in on some of the info, some of these places, because there's so many, right? Now, here in Busan, from 6 p.m. on the 31st, the bell-tolling traditional countdown ceremony for the New Year's 2024 event for citizens of Busan will take place at our renowned Yongdusan Park. Some people refer to it as Busan Tower as well, right? 부산 시민의 종, 타종식 이 행사가 용도산 공원에서 열립니다. All right. So I know that's a very representative event. You know, when a lot of like the major TV networks, how they show clips live of what's going on for New Year's countdowns just all through Korea, the one taking place at Yongdusan Park is the place where they show. Also, at Haeundae District, they will host the 2024 Countdown Festival, taking place at Haeundae Beach, starting from 11 p.m. on the 31st. Wow, that's cutting it close a little bit, right? Only an hour before the new year. This is followed by the Sunrise Festival the next day, all on Haeundae Beach. So you can enjoy a New Year's fireworks show as well as an EDM performance. And then, you know, I'm not telling you to party all night and just wait there until the sunrise event at Haeundae Beach. But why not, right? It just streamlines everything. Me at my age probably cannot, but I don't know, some of our listeners might be up to it. And then on the 31st, right at midnight in Suyeong District, there's going to be a very, very cool Gwangalli M Drone Light Show 2024 countdown right on Gwangalli Beach. I think this is the event, the countdown event that I will be checking out, but I'll be doing it from the rooftop of my home. I have this, I wouldn't say it's a great view, but it's like smack dab in the middle view of Gwangalli. There's those 2 big hotels that kind of block my path, my view of the rest of Gwangan Bridge. But I get like that view right in the middle, and that's where all the drones take off. So I remember last year, I got to see the drone light show taking place to welcome in 2023, and I'm going to do the same for this year. So they're doing a live drone show with a whopping 2,000 drones. Can you imagine? This is actually the biggest drone show supposedly in the country. So do not miss out on something like this. And also, as the sun comes up every day in the same way, I don't know, it may look different depending on your viewpoint, where you see it from. Now, especially this New Year's, so why not visit a scenic sunrise point here in Busan? Of course, the 3 beaches that I mentioned, Haeundae, Songdo, as well as Gwangalli. And there's also a very special place, Juksang Catholic Church. That's supposed to be a very special sunrise viewing spot, as well as Orangdae Park. So, folks, as we are set to welcome in 2024 at the end of this, 2023, sorry, and welcome in 2024 at the end of this weekend, what is something, I don't know, that you may be thinking about saying goodbye to in the year 2023? 이제 2024년 빠이빠이 해야 됩니다. 여러분은 this year, 올해는 이것과는 진짜 빠이빠이 하고 싶다. 그건 무엇입니까? 예를 들어서, it's kind of like, you know, me asking for a New Year's resolution, but rather than something that you want to achieve next year, what's something that you don't want to repeat and just leave in the year 2023? 예를 들어서, 뭐, poor eating, you know, habits, eating too much instant food, not exercising, or what about staying up late? 네, 저는 there's a lot of things that I want to leave behind in 2023. I'll share with you one, and whatever comes to mind, I'll share with you again later in our show. But I want to say goodbye to getting sick. 저 특히 the end half, the latter half of 2023. There have been so many times, especially during like the beginning of this year's winter season, I was so sick. 저희 나이 드니까 이렇게 아픈 거, 뭐 병 이런 게 좀 오래 가는 것 같아요. So, one of my resolutions always to be a healthier version of myself in the new year. Something that I want to leave in 2023 is getting sick. 저 절대로 이 정도의 아픔을 경험하고 싶지 않습니다. 새해. 여러분, what do you want to leave behind in 2023? Let me know. Pound 9050 shop 9050 will cost you 100 won. You can let us know on our Kakao Talk, which is free, or you can log on to our YouTube. We're live over there. All right? Let's get to today's News Bites. Time for the last News Bites of the year. We have BFM newscaster Kate Chin with us. Hello, Kate.
Hello, Min-soo.
Hi, welcome to the studio. This is the last episode of News Bites.
It is.
In the year 2023, of the year. I was going to, I don't want to leave it off in a cliffhanger. No, it's not the last episode ever, but the last one of 2023, right? Thank you so much for coming in. So, headline making news from Korea and around the world. What's up first?
Today, President Yoon Suk-yeol ordered the military to immediately retaliate first and report it later in case of enemy attacks as he paid a year-end visit to a frontline army unit. President Yoon said that in case of provocations, I ask you to immediately retaliate in response and report it later. During the visit to the 5th Army Infantry Division in the border county of Yeoncheon. He also said that we should smash the enemy's desire for provocations immediately on the ground.
Okay, so don't hold back. If it's something, that's going to, put South Korea and its citizens in danger, it looks like he wants direct response to it. Let's get into details about, how President Yoon's been navigating North Korea's constitutional challenges as well as even soldier welfare pledges. What's this about?
So he said that North Korea is the only country in the world that explicitly specifies invasion and preemptive nuclear use in its constitution, adding that the North can undertake provocations at any time, depending on their political objectives. During his visit, Yoon met with enlisted soldiers and officers expressing gratitude for their dedication to service amid recent freezing temperatures. He reiterated the government's support for the soldiers, assuring them that he will address their welfare concerns, including salary increases.
Good news for soldiers of Korea. Thank you so much for that. What's next?
So yesterday, Taeyong Construction, a mid-sized construction company ranked 16th in construction capabilities, applied for a workout, a corporate restructuring process, as it faces a liquidity crisis due to real estate project financing or PF issues. As Taeyong Construction, facing the challenges of the real estate market downturn, submitted its workout application, it is anticipated that a ripple effect, including a crisis for construction companies due to real estate PF default, may occur.
Okay.
In the disclosure document distributed on the same day, Taeyong Construction stated, despite making multifaceted efforts to overcome the liquidity crisis caused by defaults in the PF obligations related to development projects amid a slump in the real estate market, we have decided to apply for a workout.
Now, in the midst of all this, I know a lot of people here in Busan, as well as the city, is concerned about the construction of the Busan Concert Hall, right? Tell us about this.
Today, Busan Metropolitan Corporation, or BMC, announced that it has devised measures to ensure smooth progress in the construction of the Busan Concert Hall, despite Taeyong Construction's application for a workout. In response to Taeyong Construction's application for a workout under the Corporate Restructuring Promotion Act, measures have been put in place to prevent any disruptions in the construction and minimize the impact on subcontractors. Kim Yong-ak, the CEO of BMC, stated that in response to Taeyong Construction's workout application, we have taken proactive measures to alleviate public concerns and ensure that there are no delays in the scheduled completion of the construction in August next year.
Okay, yeah, with a huge project like the Busan Concert Hall that Taeyong Construction is supposed to be handling with everything that's going on right now, hopefully, they stick to what they've been thinking and saying, as you just mentioned, and everything goes smoothly.
Hope so too.
Yeah. Let's get to our last bit of news from the U.S. What do we have?
Maine Secretary of State Gina declared that Donald Trump is ineligible for the state's ballot due to his actions leading up to the Capitol riot. Maine becomes the second state following Colorado to ban Trump. The decision cites the 14th Amendment, which prohibits individuals engaged in insurrection from holding office. The ruling claims Trump used a false election fraud narrative to incite supporters. Trump's campaign criticized the decision, pledging to file a legal objection. Ongoing challenges to Trump's 2024 candidacy under the 14th Amendment are going on in multiple states. Michigan and Minnesota state courts recently dismissed efforts to block him from the ballot. The issue may reach the Supreme Court for a decisive resolution. However, legal experts doubt the Colorado ruling will survive scrutiny in the conservative-leaning U.S. Supreme Court. While Colorado is reliably Democratic, the outcome in the more competitive state of Maine would be more significant if unfavorable for Trump.
Okay, so providing our listeners, a bit of a preview of the general elections or presidential elections that will take place in the U.S. next year. It's kind of, if you think about it, it's kind of far out. I do believe it'll take place in November, but campaigns and news like this is going to be popping up all over the place at the start of 2024, just to kind of get your feet a little wet, toes a little wet in the water to get in the know of what's going on. All right, well, that will do it for the last episode of 2023's News Bites. Kate, we'll see you back here in 2024, okay?
And have a happy New Year,
Happy New Year's
Minsu.
to you,
and the
too.
listeners too.
네. Let's take a quick song break. This is Les Seraphim with Perfect Night.
Tonight
Les Seraphim with Perfect Night. The time is now 6:27 here in the studio. Welcome to the program TGIF, everybody. This is Inside of Busan. I'm your host, Min-Soo Shin. Let me give you a quick update on the weather as well as the traffic. Busan City currently averaging 7.7 degrees to be exact. Tomorrow expecting morning low of 4 degrees and afternoon highs of 11. So this weekend across the country, we're actually expecting cloudy weather with a chance of rain or snow. Oh, please be snow. Please be snow. 우리 저번 주 지난 일요일이었죠. 눈 여러분 보셨죠, right? I mean, it felt good that even Busan got a little bit of snow. So I'm hoping for more of that, maybe this weekend. Also, the air quality is predicted to be in the bad levels, so do be cautious if you are planning to go outside. And probably a lot of people will be outside to celebrate the end of 2023. I don't know, maybe go to a bell tolling ceremony, as well, you know, the New Year's sunrise events all across Busan. Air quality in the bad, all right? So I would take a mask with you if you can. 이번 주말은 전국적으로 날씨가 흐리고 비 또는 눈이 오겠습니다. 그리고 미세먼지 농도도 나쁨 수준을 보일 예정이니 야외 활동 시 주의하시기 바랍니다. When it comes to the traffic, we have congestion over on Byeonglo from Kusa Interchange going towards Kumjang Police Station. There's also congestion on 중앙대로 from Gyodae Junction going towards Yet Songwol Tower three-way intersection. And then we have slow-moving traffic on Yeonsuro taking place from Yeonjae-gucheong going towards Busan Station. Everybody, be safe and drive safe. 안전운전 부탁드릴게요. I know 특히 오늘 금요일이잖아요. 이제 연말이고 진짜 오늘은 like the last Friday of 2023. There's going to be a bunch of people, especially with gatherings and everything after work. But with all the traffic along the roads, I want everybody to drive safe and be safe, okay? So today's text topic, I want to hear from you. What is something that you want to leave behind in 2023? 나는 2023년에 이거를 꼭 냅두고 2024년으로 2024년 시작하고 싶다. 여러분, 뭐 있습니까? So I'm kind of asking for your New Year's resolution, but rather than what you want to do, tell me what you don't want to do. I mentioned in 2023, I don't know, I got sick a couple of times and never again. 저는 이번에 걸린 감기 / 기침 절대로 다시 걸리고 싶진 않습니다. It was that bad, all right? I wouldn't want to wish it upon my worstest of enemies. And I don't have a lot of enemies. But yeah, it was really bad. So getting sick, this is something that I want to leave behind in 2023. So folks, let me know. I will be waiting for your message. We had a message come in from 희수님, but I don't know if it's in regards to the text topic. 희수님 says, public restroom is so clean that I can eat there. 희수님, 이게 아주 깨끗한 공동 화장실 가서 너무 기분이 좋아서 그런 것 같은데 그래도 희수님 화장실에서는 음식 드시는 건 좀 아닌 것 같아요. 아무리 깨끗해도 I wouldn't advise eating in a public restroom. Okay? But I don't know. Is that something that you want to leave back in 2023? 설마 그걸 몇 번 하는 건 아니겠죠? Because if it is, 2024년에는 그런 걸 안 하는 걸로 합시다. I'm just kidding. I'm sure that's not the case. Let me know what you mean by this message. All right? Time for today's 5분 상식. Time for today's 5분 상식. Look, we have in the house. Gina 씨, 안녕하십니까?
안녕하세요.
반갑습니다.
반갑습니다.
Gina 씨, we're going to get our listeners in the know of some of the most trending, useful, need-to-know words and expressions. 5분만 들으면 유식해지는 시간인데요. 오늘은요, 2024년 트렌드 코리아 선정한 단어 도파밍, Dopaming. 이거 대해 알아보도록 하겠습니다.
Minsu, dopamine is trending lately and I need to shoot some short videos related to it. Can you help me out?
Sure. But what is dopamine?
I'll explain that later. For now, just film me eating at the dining table.
Okay. All right. Gina, okay, I'm ready. Start whenever you're ready.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Today, we're going to try adding 탕후루 to 마라탕.
Oh, what are you doing? 탕후루 in 마라탕? 그거는 개식이야. Are you sure? That's so strange.
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's the latest dopamine content, Minsu. Trust me, people love it.
이거 좀 이상한데. 도파민이 뭐고 그게 너무 이상해지나. 안 했으면 좋겠는데.
Now, let's try something different. Dopamine style, Minsu. Then, can you sit on this chair?
Okay. 아야! Gina, what are you doing? 왜 내 피지랑 잔토를 뽑는 거야? 아야!
Well, it's another dopamine challenge. Do it, and you will feel better.
I didn't sign up for this. Let me go. Ow! 아야! Ow! 아야! Ow! Ow!
That was so good.
Ow! 아야! 그만해라고. 네, 오늘의 5분 상식이었습니다.
So, what does dopamine mean exactly? 도파민이 대체 무슨 말일까요?
네. Dopaming is a combination of dopamine, which is the neurotransmitter crucial for excitement and pleasure in our brains, and farming, the act of collecting items, let's say in a game, right? 파밍이라고 하죠. Similar to gamers that farm for items, people engage in activities to gather enjoyment. Therefore, dopamine refers to the effort of trying anything that might release dopamine and the endeavor to collect those experiences that bring you joy. So it essentially signifies the pursuit of a state where dopamine is constantly being released, aiming to gather new and exciting experiences.
그렇구나.
네.
I've heard people saying 도파민이 터졌다 these days in Korean.
네.
So what does dopamine generally refer to when it comes specific behaviors? Can you provide examples?
All right, so dopamine behaviors, 여러 가지 있죠. It can vary, but here are some examples. Random dopamine이라고 있습니다. So random dopamine, this refers to finding joy in unpredictable places. Like things like 이렇게 추첨하는 거 있잖아요. 나 이 콘서트 티켓이나 안 그러면 꼭 신발, 안 그러면 이 아이템 사고 싶은데 근데 사람들이 너무 많이 갖고 싶어서 random draws, lucky boxes, 그 captured 장난감도 있잖아요. 랜덤으로 받는 거. Or maybe, I don't know, trying the chef's special at a restaurant. 오늘의 메뉴는 셰프의 추천, 이런 거 있잖아요. 정확히 안 말해주고. So trying random dopamine. Or 무모한 도파민도 있습니다. Reckless dopamine, embracing challenging and uncertain goals for the thrill. 예를 들어서 이거 여러분 진짜 할 수 있으면 하세요. Like for example, walking from Seoul to Busan. 이거 좀 어렵죠. Cycling or like I can understand, but walking to Seoul to Busan 그거 며칠 걸릴까? Or maybe completing a city bus journey within 24 hours, right? 이런 것이 it's popular content on places like NutTube. A lot of people like to take risks or like to see people take risks, right? 그리고 bizarre dopamine, 기괴한 도파민이라고 있는데요. So seeking enjoyment in unusual and potentially uncomfortable experiences. 이런 거 있어요. 핀플 짜는 거 있잖아요. 이거는 근데 저는 이해합니다. I've seen a lot of people addicted to these videos. Or maybe 이런 거 있잖아요. 치석 엄청 이빨에 끼얹는 거 스케일링 하는 그런 영상. 그런 것도 있고요. 그렇죠. This is, I don't know, it gives a peculiar sense of satisfaction for some people. 네. 그래서 2024년에 according to Trend Korea, dopamine is supposed to be very popular. 진아 씨는 도파민 많이 할 것 같아요?
네, 해야죠.
해야죠. 일단 joy and excitement is very much needed in your life. 저도 도파민 저도 했으면 이거 하는 건가? 이렇게 이해해야 되는 건가? 도파민 in 2024, I do hope for more of it. 이제 억지로 좀 재밌는 거를 이렇게 억지로 찾아야 될 돼요. 저는. 왜냐면 시간이 많이 없어서.
저도 사실 요새 좀 그래요.
그렇죠. 일도 많고. I'm not complaining about being at the radio station, right? But after working here, I go home. I have to take care of my daughter and everything. 그래서 2024년에 도파민이 더 있는 해였으면 좋겠습니다. 네, 도파민이 분출되는 행동이라면 뭐든 시도해 보려는 즐거움을 모으는 행위를 말하는 겁니다. 오늘의 5분 상식이었습니다. 김대리, 퇴근하나?
예, 부장님.
집이 교회종이지? 같은 방향인데 같이 가지? 요즘 회사 생활 어떤가?
예, 저 열심히 잘하고 있습니다.
결혼 생활도 재밌지?
예, 뭐 즐겁죠, 예. 저 그 라디오라도 좀.
그래, 라디오.
네가 저번 주 심참인 것 같네.
22번 훈련병!
진짜 회사 생활 쉽지 않다. 어색한 이 순간 인사이드 아웃 부산과 함께하세요. 오늘은
All right, listeners, time for TGIF Live Studio here on Inside of Busan. We have Gina continue to be with us here in the studio.
안녕하세요.
Gina 씨, 안녕하세요. It's a rather special TGIF Live Studio today. 네, 이제 특별히 연말이니까 Inside of 부산에서 진짜 오늘 연말이잖아요. It's actually like the end of 2023 for us because we are not, a show on the weekends. 그래서 여러분 아주 특별하고 아주 스페셜한 TGIF Live Studio가 준비되어 있습니다. 오늘은 노래 2개만 아니고
10개?
10개는 우리 한 30분 전에 시작했어야 됐었어요. 네, 아무리 많이 하고 싶어도 10개는 좀 아니고요. 오늘 2개 아니고 3개, not 2 but 3 songs. And we pick special songs because they're songs that's related to the end of the year, kind of like the winter season, as well as saying goodbye to 2023, right? So lots of special tunes ready for our listeners. 일단 노래 3개 중에 첫 번째 제가 시작합니다. 네, so
Opening show.
yes. The opening performance will be provided by me, 민수 신. 저는요, 제이미 컬럼의 Mind Trick이라고 노래를 갖고 왔어요. Have you heard this song?
Not really.
It's okay. Not really 아니고 그냥 no라고 하면 됩니다. It's okay. It's one of my favorite songs by Jamie Cullum. It's a song basically about letting the music kind of trick you into feeling good. We always talked about, I hope that everybody doesn't have any regrets in 2023 that you want to take into 2024. 근데 그렇게 하는 게 쉽진 않잖아요.
그쵸, 쉽지
right?
않죠.
I know, that we always have that 아쉬움. We always have a little bit of regret towards the end of the year. 난 이거 조금만 더 했었으면, right? So, I hope that nobody has any regrets into 2024. Take them. So, have music kind of play this mind trick on you. 음악으로 즐기고 getting so deep into music that it tricks your brain into being happy.
마비시킨.
마비시킨 이거는 I think it's a health hazard. 그 정도 하면 위험하죠. 마비시킬 정도는 아니고요. 그래도 음악으로 통해 그냥 모든 stress, anxiety and regrets 다 잠시만 까먹고 음악으로 먼저 즐기자라고 이런 마인드로 2024년으로 들어갔으면 좋겠습니다. 네. Because if you do that, because music, 진아 씨도 알잖아요. 음악, music is such it can totally make you happy, even in the worst of situations sometimes, right? So that's what this song is about, and I will be performing it. 바로 갈까요?
네.
갈게요. 동굴에 들어가고 시작하겠습니다. Miss the opportunity to get your babe to stay with me. Never never thought I'd regret the excuses that I've made. Like a song, it will fade if there's music in the night and it's really, really right. It's the only thing I need. It intoxicates your mind, all your troubles left behind. So come on and take my lead. It's not just me who feels it. Music plays my tricks. Watch me forget about missing you. Yeah. Whoa. So I put my feelings out to dry. Love, one day again I'll have to try. Falling out, making up, it seems such a silly game. Why do I never gain? If there's music in the night and it's really, really right, it's the only thing I need. It intoxicates your mind, all your troubles left behind. So come on and take my lead. It's not just me who feels it. Music plays a mind trick. Watch me forget about missing you. Whoa. Gina, I need your help on this. 이번 part 진짜 쉽거든요. So just follow me
Okay.
and sing along with it. 진짜 쉬워요. 들으세요. Na 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 해보세요. Na 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 na. 잘합니다. 그래서 if there's music in the night and it's really, really right, it's the only thing I need. It intoxicates your mind, all your troubles left behind. So come on and take my lead. It's not just me who feels it. Music plays my trick. Watch me forget about missing you. Watch me forget about missing you. A little bit of ad-lib towards the end. Na, na. 네, mind trick. Let the music just kind of fool you. Let the music take the lead.
Loved it,
right? 네, 이런 메시지였습니다, 여러분. 가보자고님, the last concert in 2023. 가보자고님, I hope you enjoyed that little number. 네, on to song number 2.
Oh.
네. 저랑 지나 씨 같이 노래 하나 준비했는데요. 네, 여러분 죄송합니다. 저도 또 조금만 노래할 건데요. 이번 두 번째 곡은
상태 좋으신데요, 되게
네.
목소리.
오늘 그죠, 좀 연습하고 왔습니다. 네. 왜냐면 연말 특집이니까 오늘 TGIF 라이브 스튜디오 특집이니까. 근데 제가 이 곡을 지나 씨 보고 같이 하자고 했는데 I asked you to do this song with me, but I thought the weather was going to be like last week. 저는 저번 주 아주 추운 날씨 계속 될 거라고 생각하고 이 노래를 하나 골랐는데 이번 주 엄청 따뜻해졌잖아요. 완전 부산의 겨울인데 but still the Busan winter we're experiencing 부산 사람들한테는 추워요.
그렇죠.
네, 그래서
추워야죠.
연말에 여러분 너무 밖에 있지 말고 따뜻한 데 들어가 있으라고.
Yes, cold outside.
네, 그래서 두 번째 곡을 Baby It's Cold Outside 듀엣을. It's a very Christmassy song sometimes. 근데 이거는 it's like for me it's like a winter song because I don't want people to catch a cold
Right.
end of this year into 2024.
Reminds the fireplace something.
맞아요.
like that,
좀
yeah.
따뜻한 곳 있으라고. 근데 a little bit of just to let our listeners know a little bit about the song. 좀 귀엽게 들릴 수 있는데 제가 부르는 파트 이 남자 아주 좀 눈치가 없다라고 생각할 수 있어요.
조금 징징대.
조금 그렇잖아요. 네, 저 사실 여러분 가사를 잘 들어보세요. 제가 진짜 싫어하는 스타일 이게 사람이거든요.
그쵸.
네, 제가 부르는 파트. 그래서 여러분, if you know the song, sing along with it too. It's a classic around winter time. So we'll be singing Baby It's Cold Outside. Yes, a classic for the winter season. 다시 동굴에 들어갑시다. Ready?
Yep. I really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I gotta go away.
Baby, it's cold outside.
This evening has been
hoping that you dropped
so
in.
very nice.
I'll hold your hands, they're just like
My mother will start to worry.
Beautiful, what's your hurry?
My father will be pacing the floor.
Listen to that fireplace roar.
So really I'd better scurry.
Beautiful, please don't hurry.
But maybe just a half a drink more.
Put some records on while I pour.
The neighbors might think,
baby, it's bad out there.
say what's in the drain.
No cabs to be had out there.
I wish I knew how.
Your eyes are like starlight now.
To break the spell.
I'll take your hat, your hair looks swell.
I ought to say no,
Mind if
sir.
I'm moving closer?
At least I'm gonna say that I tried.
What's the sense of hurting my pride?
I really can't stay.
Oh, baby, don't hold out.
Baby, it's cold outside. You're very pushy, you know?
I like to think of it as opportunistic.
Simply must go.
Baby, it's cold outside.
The answer is no.
But baby, it's cold outside. 춥잖아.
The walk on the speed.
How lucky that you dropped in.
So nice and warm.
Look out the window at that storm.
My sister will be suspicious.
Gosh, your lips look delicious.
My brother will be there at the door.
Wave on the tropical shore.
My maiden's mind is vicious.
Gosh, your lips are delicious.
But maybe just a cigarette more.
Never such a blizzard before.
Gotta get home.
Baby, you'll freeze out there.
Say, lend me your comb.
It's up to your knees out there.
You've really been great.
I thrill when I touch your hand.
But don't you see?
How can you do this thing to
There's
me?
bound to be talk tomorrow.
Think of my lifelong sorrow.
At least there will be plenty implied.
If you caught pneumonia and
I
died,
really can't stay.
get over that holdout. Baby, it's cold. Baby, it's cold outside.
Okay, fine. Just another drink.
That took a lot of convincing. Baby, it's cold outside. 여러분, 밖에
추워요.
추우니까 네, 오늘 연말에 따뜻한 곳에 들어가 있으면 좋겠습니다. All right, so finished with two songs. Now we are moving on to our final song. Our last but not least, 이제 메인 쇼죠. 메인 쇼입니다. 지나 씨. Gina, what do you have for our listeners today?
제목은 What are you doing New Year's Eve?
이거 완전
클래식.
스테이플, 완전 연말에 꼭 틀어야 되잖아요.
그쵸.
네, I know this is on a playlist of a lot of people, especially this Sunday, 이번 주 일요일 31일 2024년에 Christmas, not Christmas, New Year's Eve죠. 네, what are you doing on Christmas? Why do I keep saying Christmas? What are you doing on New Year's
love Christmas,
Eve?
baby.
네, 크리스마스 아직 머리가 크리스마스가 있어요. Why did you bring this song?
Well, 좀 뻔하죠? Like classic, like probably like lots of people. It's like a common question.
네, 맞아요.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, "What are you doing on Christmas?" And my friend was like, "Alone."
그냥 혼자 있는 걸로 어떡해. What are you doing for New Year's
I'm going to
Eve?
Seoul tonight.
Yeah. 부산에 있지 않고 서울에 가서 재밌게 놀라고요.
네, 친구들 다 저기 있어.
서울에 있으니까
네.
completely understand. 맞아요. 이제 연말이면 다들 이제 특별한 분들, whether it be boyfriend, girlfriend,
Right.
husband or wife,
Or alone.
friends or family. 왜냐면 나도 특별하니까 나도 혼자. 네, because I'm important too. Spending it by yourself is nothing. There's nothing wrong with that. 그래서 여러분, we want to ask you, what are you doing for New Year's Eve? Well, Gina's going to ask you that. Ask our listeners that.
What are you doing New Year's Eve? 여러분.
여러분, 뭐 하실 겁니까? All right, Gina, ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
Maybe it's much too early in the game, but I thought I'd ask you just the same. What are you doing New Year's? New Year's Eve. Wonder whose arms will hold you good and tight when it's exactly 12 o'clock at night. Welcoming in the new year, New Year's Eve. Maybe I'm crazy to suppose I'd ever be the one you chose out of the 1,000 invitations you received. But in case I stand one little chance, here comes the jackpot question in advance. What are you doing New Year's? New Year's Eve. But in case I stand one little chance, here comes the jackpot question in advance. What are you doing New Year's? New Year's Eve. 감사합니다. New Year's Eve.
이거 살짝 그런 것 같아요. 좀 이렇게 꼬시는 노래인 것 같아요. Oh, like what are you doing on New Year's Eve? 이 진짜 뭐 하세요라고 물어보는 것보다 혹시 저랑 New Year's Eve를 지내볼까요? 라고 살짝 그렇게 들렸습니다. Oh, excuse me. But 살짝 넘어가는 분들이 있어요. 우리 079 하나님이 I will be listening to Gina on 다시 듣기 for New Year's Eve. 네, Happy New Year's inside out Busan. 봐봐요. 이렇게 넘어가잖아요, 사람들이. 지나 씨. 아이고, 너무 감사합니다, 지나. A special New Year's edition, New Year's Eve edition of TJF Live Studio. 네, 연말 특집이었습니다. 지나 씨, Happy New Year's to you.
New Year.
Enjoy your time in Seoul. I'll see you back here next week.
Yeah,
okay?
sure.
네, 여러분 감사합니다. That'll take us out of hour number 1 of Inside Out Busan. We'll see you back here at 7. In the meantime, this is Jamie Cullum with Uptown Funk. Enjoy.
That ice cold, Michelle fight for that white gold. Fist bump, them hood girls, them good girls, straightened masterpieces, styling, wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and I fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot, no. Say my name, you know who I am. Too hot. I'm bad at that mud breaking down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls, hit you hallelujah. Girls, hit you hallelujah. 'Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. 'Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. 'Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night, we in the spot. Don't believe me, just what? Alright. Wait a minute, fill my cup, put some liquor in it. Take a sip, sign a text, Julio get the stretch. Right to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. If we show up, gonna show out. Smoother than the fresh of a Skippy. Too hot now.
Hi everyone, I'm Catherine from Morning Wave in Busan. Do you turn into a hideous monster every time you're behind the wheel? Feeling a little guilty? Well, Busan drivers ranked the lowest in a national survey for driving behavior. But if we practice good driving etiquette, we can all become gentler beings. Here are 2 things to keep in mind. First up, when you're changing lanes, make sure to use your blinker. And second, although I do love getting text messages from all of you, don't text and drive. That's a no-no. Good driving etiquette equals safety for all. This campaign is brought to you by Morning Wave in Busan on BEFM. Oh, by the way, tune in to Morning Wave in Busan to get real-time traffic updates. You know your morning commute's better with me, Kat.
지금 방송 광고라는 부메랑을 던져보세요. 소비자를 향해 정확히 날아가는 광고. 힘차게 돌아가는 경제. 부메랑처럼 다시 기업의 이익으로 되돌아오니까요. 방송 광고, 경제에 큰 힘이 됩니다. 부산 방송광고발전협의회.
김밥가게 박 사장님도, 문구점 김 사장님도, 우리 부산의 경제를 움직이는 사람들. 우리 동네 작은 가게로 향하는 발걸음이 우리 부산의 경제를 키워가는 한 걸음입니다. 부산 방송광고발전협의회.
The time is now 7 o'clock.
꼬리에 꼬리를 무는 품격 있는 토크. 시끄러워 죄송합니다.
Inside Out Busan.
Inside Out Busan.
Inside Out Busan.
Inside Out Busan.
Inside Out Busan. Inside Out
Welcome back, listeners. 7 o'clock, time for hour number 2 of Inside Out Busan. I'm your host, Min-Soo Shin. TGIF, happy Friday-입니다. The last Friday of 2023. Where are you right now? 여러분 어디에 있습니까? 우리 사랑대요 23님은 on our YouTube saying good evening to you. 우리 사랑대요님, thank you so much for deciding to come here. I want to know, where are all light listeners? Where are you enjoying this Friday evening? 혹시 집에 있어요? Are you stuck in traffic? Are you at a party? Are you at a gathering with your friends and family? The last one of 2023, right? Wherever you are, I do hope for safe and warm memories, to make towards the end of the year. We're already at the end. 이틀밖에 안 남았어요, 여러분. Make it count, okay? All right, so 7 o'clock, hour number 2, we're going to kick things off with On the Mic. This is the segment where we get to feature the stories about you, the citizens of Busan. Let's see who we have for today.
안녕하세요, 제니입니다. 네, 여러분, 오늘은 제가 점포동에 위치한 어느 고깃집에서 아르바이트를 하고 계신 안준영 선생님 모시고 인터뷰 진행해 보겠습니다. 안녕하세요.
네, 안녕하세요. 저는 고깃집에서 아르바이트하고 있는 안준영이라고 합니다.
네, 만나서 반갑습니다. 네, 고깃집에서 아르바이트를 지금 이렇게 하고 계신다고 하셨는데 정말 다양한 아르바이트들이 존재합니다. 근데 그 많고 많은 아르바이트 중에서 고깃집을 택하신 이유가 따로 있나요?
제가 사실 다른 사람들은 이제 뭐 은퇴하고 나서 치킨집을 차린다, 뭐 다른 뭐 음식점을 차린다고 하는데 저는 어렸을 때부터 저는 저만의 이제 고기를 많이 좋아해서 고깃집을 차리는 게 제 꿈이었습니다. 그래서 일단은 고깃집이 어떻게 돌아가는지, 어디서부터 준비를 해야 되는지 그런 거를 배우고 싶어서 일단 제가 고깃집 아르바이트를 택하게 되었습니다.
아, 그렇군요. 우리 선생님께서는 뚜렷한 어떤 목표가 있으셔서 이렇게 고깃집 알바를 선택하게 되신 것 같습니다. 네, 그렇다면요. 제가 늘 궁금했던 건데 이 고깃집 아르바이트생으로서 받을 수 있는 그런 혜택이나 이런 것들이 따로 있나요? 예를 들면 뭐 고기를 먹을 수 있다든지 이런 것들이 있나요?
네, 일단은 뭐 고기 같은 경우는 이제 사장님 재량 하에 이제 가끔 이제 일 끝나고 이제 고기 같은 거는 마음껏 구워서 이제 먹게 좀 해주시고요.
그런 게 있었군요.
네, 그리고 이제 주방 아주머니들과 이제 친해지면은 후식 냉면 같은 것들을 이제 그거를 한 배로 먹을 수 있죠. 거기 불도 있다 보니까 그 고깃집 메뉴 말고도 제가 다른 것들을 해 먹을 수도 있고요. 약간 그런 장점이 있는 것 같습니다.
아, 그렇군요. 역시나 그런 혜택이 있었네요. 그렇다면 아르바이트를 이렇게 하시면서 가장 기억에 남는 에피소드가 따로 있나요?
기억에 남는 에피소드라고 하시면은 제가 일하고 있는 도중에 이제 여배우님이 홍콩 여배우님이 이제 오셨어요, 저희 고깃집에.
네.
그래가지고 제가 몰래 이제 그 안다고 이제 안 되는 영화 하면서 이제 서비스도 좀 드리고 이렇게 하면서 그때 사인도 받고 사진도 찍고 했는데 저만 그렇게 했던 거라서 그렇게 좀 기억이 남습니다.
야, 그렇군요. 정말 잊지 못할 어떤 추억이 될 것 같은데, 네, 그렇다면요. 이렇게 좋은 기억도 있고 에피소드도 있지만 반면 정말 힘든 순간들도 있을 것 같아요. 어떤 순간이 가장 힘들게 느껴지시나요?
솔직히 말하자면 이게 좀 그 청취자분들께는 좀 죄송하지만은 제가 좀 토한 거를 치워야 될 때가 좀 많은데요. 아무래도 고깃집이다 보니까 그 회사 이제 회식을 하러 많이 오시는데 그런 단체 손님을 받다 보면은 술도 다양하게 드세요. 이제 가끔 이제 화장실이나 아니면 그냥 길바닥에 그렇게 좀 그런 실수를 하시는 분들이 많으셔서 그거를 이제 저는 이제 거기서 막내다 보니까 제가 다 치워야 되는데요. 이제 그런 게 제일 어려운 부분 중에 하나라고 저는 보고 있습니다.
그렇군요. 맞네요. 이게 고깃집이고 하다 보니까 단체로 손님을 받아야 할 때도 있고 보통 또 그런 단체 손님들은 회식을 주로 많이 하러 오시는데 이렇게 간혹 술을 많이 드시고 토사물을 이렇게 배출을 하시는 분들이 계시는데 이걸 또 치우는데 굉장히 힘듦을 많이 느끼시는 것 같습니다. 그렇다면요. 이제 저희의 마지막 질문입니다. 우리 선생님의 그럼 앞으로의 목표는 어떻게 되는지 궁금합니다.
네, 제가 이제 처음에 말씀드렸다시피 저는 저만의 이제 고깃집을 세우는 게 이제 그게 꿈이었는데 그것보다 조금 더 나아가서 이제 저만의 브랜치를 만들어서 외국에도 이제 K 삼겹, 뭐
그렇죠.
K 바베큐 뭐 이런 거 같이 요즘 한류가 뜨겁지 않습니까? 그래서 그런 데를 좀 노려볼까 싶습니다. 그러니까 동남아라든지 뭐 미국, 유럽까지는 아니지만 그래도 이 아시아권에서는 저만의 브랜드 그런 삼겹살 브랜드나 그런 고기 브랜드를 좀 만들고 싶습니다.
네, 너무 좋습니다. 단순히 이런 고깃집을 그냥 운영하시는 게 아니라 더 뻗어 나가서 전 세계로 어떤 K 삼겹 말씀하신 것처럼 K 푸드, K 삼겹 이런 느낌으로 또 새로운 브랜치를 내고 싶어 하시는 것 같은데요. 정말 앞으로 세계로 뻗어나가는 그날까지 선생님 응원하겠습니다. 오늘 함께 해주셔서 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
A big thank you to our reporter Jenny for today's On the Mic. She had a lovely conversation with our interviewee, Mr. An Chun-young. who is a part-timer working at a 고깃집, a barbecue restaurant here. I don't know. I feel like Mr. An Junyoung and I have walked the same path in life because he's been a meat lover since childhood. And he dreams of having his own barbecue place. 저도, I would be lying if I said I never thought about owning my own barbecue just so I could have more meat. 저도 고기를 조금 더 먹으려고 나도 나중에 커서 고깃집을 하나 해야지 생각 안 했다고 하면 거짓말이죠, right? But he himself, he's really going down this path. He chose his job because he really wants to get hands-on experience because he continues to have this dream of his to own his own 고깃집, his own barbecue place. He mentioned, Jenny asked, a little bit about like what are the things that he's learning, as well as, a little bit of the benefits, like the perks he gets at his work. This is something that everybody is curious about. 고깃집에서 알바하면 고기 많이 먹을 수 있나? 라고 그렇게 궁금해하시는 분들이 분명히 있을 거예요. So, he said that his boss does let him grill and enjoy the meat for free. 고깃집에서 일하면 당연히 고기도 좀 먹여주죠. He also sometimes gets perks like having cold noodles as like 후식 sometimes. 그냥 저는 출근할 때마다 고기다. 그리고 맛있는 냉면이랑 뭐 고깃집 된장찌개랑 이렇게 먹을 수 있다. 그 생각에 왜 이렇게 부럽지? 내가 why am I so jealous right now? Now, he mentioned that during his part-time job, he has a number of memorable experiences. For one, meeting a very famous actress. And because, of course, when you get 연예인, when you have celebrities in the house, 이제 사진도 같이 찍어야 되고, 서비스도 줘야 되고, right? Taking photos together, giving, things on the house, service, as they say here in Korea, even got her autographs, right? But he did mention the other side of things, the hardships, the difficult things about his job. Like, for instance, dealing with the aftermath, we'll leave it at that, of maybe a group of customers, maybe for a company dinner coming in. There's a lot of drinking going on. Cleaning up after, these types of groups, he does find a bit challenging. Now, he shared a little bit about, to tack on to his dreams and goals, he shared that his big dream is to create his very own K-food brand. Not just something that's going to, take off here in Korea, but really go globally, right? To make sure that people continue to know about K-culture, our Korean food and everything. Just, I don't know. 우리 안준영님의 passion, the passion that and like dedication to his part-time job that he has because he is so like focused on not, enjoying the meat, enjoying the food while he's there, but also really promoting it even to the rest of the world. I do want to applaud his enthusiasm in that aspect. So thank you so much. I hope for the best for you, 우리 안준영님. As well, thank you to our reporter, Jenny. That is it for today's On the Mic. We are going to take a quick song break. This is 이승열 with 나라.
모든 것이 무너져 있고 발이 딜고 하나 보이질 않아 까맣게 들이온 공기가 널 덮어 눈을 뜰 수조차 없게 한데도 네 자리가 아냐 그대로 일어나 멀리 날아가기를 얼마나 오래 지날지 시간은 알 수 없지만 견딜 수 있어 날개를 펴 가버렸고 서로 숨어 모두 보이질 않아 차갑게 내뱉는 한숨이 널 덮어 숨을 쉴 수조차 없게 한 때도 거기서 멈춰있지만 그곳은 네 자리가 아냐 그대로 일어나 멀리 날아간 길은 얼마나 오래 지날지 시간은 알 수 없지만 견딜 수 있어 날개를 펴고 날아 여기서 멈춰있지만 그곳은 네 자리가 아냐 그대로 일어나 멀리 날아갈 길을 얼마나 오래 지날지 시간은 알 수 없지만 견딜 수 있어 날개를 펴고 날아
And that was Lee Seung-yeol with Dara. Wishing, I don't know, for all the youth, all the young adults out there, that may 2024, be the year where you really take off, right? When it comes to your dreams and your hopes and goals. Look at me being all inspirational, which I'm not the inspirational type. Thank you so much for joining us. 7:15 here in the studio. I am Min Soo-shin, and you're tuned in to Inside Out Busan. Let me give you a update on the weather as well as the traffic. Busan City right now still averaging 7.7 degrees. Very exact today when it comes to the weather. This weekend across the country, we are expecting cloudy weather. As I think Gina mentioned, she was going to go to Seoul this weekend, and they are bracing for snow over there. I'm not sure how much. So here in Busan, there's going to be a good chance, like if it's going to snow in Seoul, we'll probably, see slight rain, maybe a drizzle. I'm hoping for snow here in Busan as well. But do know that air quality is projected to be in the bad levels here in our city. So do be cautious if you're planning any outdoor activities. 이번 주말은 전국적으로 날씨가 흐리고 비 또는 눈이 오겠습니다. 그리고 미세먼지 농도도 나쁨 수준을 보일 예정이니 야외 활동 시 주의하시기 바랍니다. 네. When it comes to the traffic, we have congestion on the expressway from the former 서부산 tollgate junction going towards Nakdong Bridge. There's also congestion on 번영로 from 시외각 going towards 망미 interchange. Slow-moving traffic on Chungnyeoldaero from Mandok Tunnel number 2 going towards Minam Junction. And there's also slow-moving traffic on Busanang-daegyo from the toll gate going towards Shinseondae Underpass. Right, that place is always backed up around this time. So everybody, drive safe. 부탁드리겠습니다. All right, so with today being the last Friday of 2024, that's so crazy. 2023. I was talking with who was it the other day? I was talking with one of our reporters. It was Andrew, and it wasn't like the other day. It was back on Monday. I was telling him it's gonna be so hard for me to say 2024 next year because for the whole year we're so used to saying 2023, right? 근데 오늘 원고, the script today and what I'm talking about, it keeps saying 2024, 2024. So now I'm already used to saying 2024. I don't even say 2023 anymore. I'm mixing it up with 2024. So I do apologize for that. So today being the last Friday of 2023, a lot of people looking forward to 2024. I wanted to ask our listeners, with only 2 days left of the year, what's something that you not want to start or want to do well in 2024? What do you want to leave behind in 2023? As we say goodbye to this year, what's something that you also want to say goodbye to? So it's kind of like asking for your New Year's resolution, but something that you don't want to do rather than something that you do want to do. So we have KM Seonim on our YouTube saying, I want to say goodbye to laziness in 2023. Yeah, this is what I want to tack onto the list too. I want to be more active, right? I'm not saying I am lazy because, if you were to compare my schedule to some other people's schedule, you might think, wow, you're kind of out there the whole day. Which I am. I mean, the schedule that I have, it gets me going from place to place. I do a little bit of this here, a little bit of that there, and of course doing the radio show here. And I do my best to keep from being lazy. But there are times where I don't know, maybe it's because I'm doing so much that I just want to. I tell myself, can't there be just one day where I'm just lazy? But, somebody told me, those are things, thoughts that you end up regretting later, right? I'm not saying spread yourself thin and do everything as much as you can, but still, when you can do it, 할 수 있을 때 해라. That kind of inspired me. So, 우리 KM 선임 on our YouTube, yeah, that's something I also want to tack on. In addition to goodbye to getting sick, I also want to say goodbye to laziness. I'm right there with you, all right? We have Maria Gustanim on our YouTube saying, good morning, everyone. Hello. Well, good morning, Maria. Maria, tell us where you are saying good morning from, because obviously you are not in Korea, because we're well into the evening time. So Maria, where are you listening to us from? It's going to take me forever to look up places on, the map to see where it is in the world it is in the AM. I think it might be easier just asking you, Maria, 어디 계십니까? Where are you? Right? I want to find out where all of our listeners are listening to us here at Inside Out Busan from. We have Jenny on our YouTube right now sending us a message saying, hi, Daniel. Have you heard Fight the Fat? Fight the Fat. I've heard of Fight the Power and those kinds of sayings, but Fight the Fat, 이게 뭐죠? You continue on to say, I want to lose weight through healthy living. 군살과 빠빠이. 네, 군살과 빠이빠이 하고 싶어요. 저만 그런 거 아니죠? 아닙니다, 제니님. You are not alone. I could safely say everybody logging on to our YouTube right now, and I want to say most of our listeners, including myself here in the studio, 저도 군살한테 빠이빠이 하고 싶습니다. 제발 빠이빠이 하자. 제발 헤어지자. 우리, 네. fat 살 말이야. So to a healthier us, 제니님, I do want to wish you that in 2024. To also 2024년 마무리 잘하세요. Happy New Year, Jenny. Thank you so much for your message. Very encouraging. Yeah, a lot of people saying to your New Year's resolutions, yeah, I want to be more healthy. But 그건 너무 general하잖아요. It's not specific enough. So say goodbye to fat. Say goodbye to your belly. Say goodbye to, wherever it is that you want to lose, weight in. Let's leave that behind in 2023 and welcome a healthier version of ourselves in 2024. Jenny, I'm with you on that. Thank you so much for all your messages and participation. All right, everybody? Okay, so it's Friday, second hour of our show. You know what that means. Time for the longest running segment here at BEFM. Let's get to today's Open Studio. All right, listeners, in celebration of the year end, for Open Studio today, we've invited a special guest. These are people and voices that you might have heard here on our program, Inside Out Busan from before. Today, with these individuals, we'll be discussing, just how they've been so far, reflect on the past year a little bit as well. I want to really hear their plans for the upcoming year. So without further ado, I'm going to hand the mic over to our special guest, 우리 Jimin Park님. Welcome to the show. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. Hi, Minsu. Thank you so much for having me here.
Of course, it's our pleasure. So, Jimin, let's have you introduce yourself to our listeners directly, please.
Well, I was here on the show, I think a couple of years ago, but I wasn't with you.
Yeah, you were probably with Laura.
Yeah,
it's a name that we shall never speak of ever again here. Program. 아니에요, we love Laura.
Okay.
But yeah, I took over over the reins. It's just me. Well, 불만 아니죠? You're not complaining, right? Okay, just making sure.
Just making sure.
Because if you have complaints, we could end our segment. No. I was going to say, if you have complaints, we could end our segment right now. But no,
I
was just joking.
I want to find out if you're cooler or not.
If I'm cooler than Laura?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I'll let you know right now. The answer to that question is yes, and I'll show you why.
Then it makes me a lot more comfortable at the moment.
감사합니다. But continue, yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, my name is Jimin. As you probably know, I got invited to this radio show because I live in Busan.
Yes.
But sadly, but happily, I'm gonna be living in Seoul as well next year. I'm gonna talk about that later.
Yes, a little later. So, Jimin, who's been on this program with Laura before, right? First time with me. Happy to have you here. So I've asked Steve to invite back a couple of guests that have had here on Inside Out Busan before, because we wanted to catch up with them, right? It wasn't too long. I think a little over a year since you were on this program with Laura. But within that time, I wanted to catch up with people and see how they've been in 2023. I think it's like a kind of like a before and after.
Right.
They have, especially when it comes to weight loss and that, 우리 헬스장 광고 보면 전후 이런 사진들이 있잖아요. So I wanted to catch up with some of the people that we've had here on Open Studio to see their before and after, right? So when you, let's say, compare yourself to the previous time you were here on Inside Out Busan, what kind of changes have you seen in the past year plus?
Why, I would say, I think it's a year and a half ago I was on the show. And back then I was just an English teacher working for a major English academy in Busan.
Yeah.
And back in Seoul as well. But I started having my own business.
Wow, that's a huge change.
It is a huge change.
Congratulations.
감사합니다.
Yeah. That's a big jump from working under somebody to having people work under you.
Exactly.
Right? You owning your own business.
Yes. And now, when I first started it, I was working just by myself. But at this point now, I have 5 different employees.
Wow.
Yeah. And then it's a huge change, I could say.
진짜 다시 박수 드리고 싶습니다.
감사합니다.
Congratulations to you. Wow. A success story. And listeners, this success can happen to you if you come on Inside of Busan's open
Can happen
studio.
to you, exactly. It gives it the energy.
Yeah, and I'm so glad as well. I don't know, like I'm so proud of you as well to to journey. It's never an easy thing.
It is never easy.
Yeah, how uneasy was it? I mean, how difficult was it to go from working at an academy to now owning your own?
I think. I can talk about the physical difficulties. You just constantly have to work.
Yeah.
There is no such a thing like working hours.
Yeah,
right? You just wake up, you think about work, and until you go to bed, you still think about work.
Yeah.
Right. But besides that, I think having to make my own decisions without any help. You just have to make a decision. Do I have to hire this person?
Yeah.
Do I have to continue this program? Do I have to continue do this work or not? Right? Like, your friends or your parents or your partner can give you some advice, but at the end of the day, you're the one who has to make a decision.
Definitely.
That was the most challenging things I ever been through.
Yeah. For people like after they graduate university and then they get their first job.
Yeah.
It's usually, there are some people that start their own business right away after university.
But it's rare.
It's very rare. So the usual case, the normal case is after you graduate, you end up working and you end up working for, let's say, a company. That means, you're kind of starting at the bottom.
Right.
That jump from student to now an adult in the real world, that could be a difficult jump. But like the next difficult jump is being an adult working for a company to you now like leading the way, having your own company and having to lead that. That's also a very significant jump. But it sounds like you made it through the fire. You did, the hard things, you got that out of the way. And now you're like thriving as, owner of your own business.
Thank you so much using the word of thriving.
Yeah.
I think honestly, I don't know. I don't want to sound too cocky or arrogant, but I
it's
am
okay.
really...
여기서는 조금 할 수 있어요.
조금
You could
괜찮아요?
do just a little bit here.
So I think I am really thriving. I am actually having a company called like English teaching company, right? I was actually talking about that to my students as well. That being an adult, making your own decision to your life and all that.
Yeah.
Is the most challenging thing because if you're working under somebody, then you just kind of like do your own job and then just leave the office or whatsoever. But that's the most difficult part, being an adult.
맞아요.
진짜로. Like you have to make your own decision and you got to take care of yourself as well. Right?
Not only do you have to take care of yourself, you have to take care of your company, you have to take care of the people working with you and under you.
I have to constantly worry about that.
Yeah.
It's just like a non-stop. But yeah, I went through and I feel like I learned a lot from having my own company, especially this year. And I started having my own office as well because last year I was working by myself. I didn't really need to have like office, right? But then I started
like a physical space?
Physical space because I could just work by myself, here and there kind of thing, But I started having my own office and started hiring more people.
Yeah.
And it was extremely difficult.
Yeah.
It was just like the most difficult thing I have ever been through in my life. But I'm here.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy with whatever I do.
Yeah.
And then my employees are very happy and very, very loyal as well.
Yeah. Because I was going to ask you, it sounds like it's not an easy thing. So if you had the option, to go back in time and make another decision, would you? I don't think you would. You probably goes down that same path, right?
Exactly same path.
Yeah.
I don't want to even change a bit of it.
Wow, that's great to hear, right? So, Jimin-님, so a lot of growth for you in the past year and a half, specifically in the year 2023. 이제 얼마 안 남았잖아요. Only 2 days. 3 if you count today, but only 2 days left of the year. What was 2023 like for you?
I would say it was such a rewarding year.
Nice.
It was, my hard work paid off.
Sure.
And it was just rewarding. And if I can use the rewarding word, because I have a group of students who are really loyal to me. And they have been taking my class here and there for over a year and 2 years.
Yeah.
Which is really, really hard. They believe in me, they trust me, and they want to come with the path that I'm going.
Yeah.
Right. And then so having some kind of like loyal group of people that who are supporting you no matter what you do, like however what you do, you know, like they just support you no matter what.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what else can be rewarding.
Sure.
Than that.
That must be a great feeling, but also that must, weigh pretty heavy on your shoulders, no?
But I think I have a very good interaction with them.
That's good.
Yeah, so I can be kind of like open up with my feelings,
Sure.
with whatever I go through, and they sincerely really give me advice or support me. So, yeah, it is a big pressure, but I know that because I went through the difficulties this year, and I know that I can go through again, even if I'm big. Pressure on my shoulders.
네.
Yeah.
I kind of want to give you like a pat on the back for all your students too, helping you out. Jimin, what about like on a personal level? So other than your work, any like highlights in the year 2023 for you?
Yes. I don't know. It's kind of also related to my business, but it's also very personal thing as well. I think the reason why I am able to be in like here at the moment is also with my business as well, that I have this routine in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have my morning routine. Okay, don't get shocked.
Okay, I'll try not to.
You'll get shocked.
I will, but I'll try not to.
I saw you. I heard you just talked about like fat go away. It's like the sensitive part.
Okay,
of it,
I'll
right?
brace myself for it. Yeah.
So my morning routine. I also have a group of students who are like in the same group.
Okay.
It's called the Miracle Morning.
Oh, I've heard of this.
Yeah, it's kind of thing these days, but I've been doing it over like 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And I wake up at 4 in the morning.
4 in the morning?
Okay, I told you not to get shocked.
Oh, 4 in the morning.
Yeah, 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I kind of like zone out for a bit, and then I start like meditating, still zoning out, you know, and then I start journaling.
Wow.
Because, having your own business is a lot of mental stress as well, right?
Yeah.
So I need to like kind of get it out of my system, like write it down and then see how I feel, what I think, also like make a to-do list to go through the day. And then I go to the gym at 5 in the morning.
Wow. I'm trying my best not to be shocked. Wow.
I know. And a lot of students, a lot of people who have been watching me doing it, they like to copy me, surprising me.
Wow. I mean, wow.
Wow, yeah. Was not able, you were not able to hide the voice.
Students, like, okay, it's great to have like a role model, to have your like a teacher show you like, I get up at 4. 그러면 쌤은 4시를 하니까 because I'm a student, 나는 학생이니까 그래도 5시, 6시 일어나면 괜찮겠지. Do they wake up at 4 with you?
They do.
Wow.
진짜 쇼킹해요. 놀랐어요, 저도.
새벽 4시. What time do they go to sleep?
I go to sleep at like 9:30.
9? That's pretty early.
I know. I think I also found out going to sleep early is harder than waking up early.
Yeah.
It's like you have to really give up all the distractions that you want to do.
See, like, just the idea of going to sleep at 9 or 9:30, 그냥 들으니까, just hearing about it, I would love that. Oh my gosh, if I could go to sleep right now, I would. Because, after having like a tired day, like tiring day.
Right.
But then you go home.
Yeah.
And then usually, I mean, if you had like a really busy day and it was like physically tolling, like you could knock out.
You just pass out, right?
Yeah. But for me, like I told myself, I'm so tired. I want the day to end. And actually it finishes.
What do you do at night?
I go home and then I was like, and I get there and I'm like, I'm not tired anymore. I like want to do other stuff. That's why I end up, one of my favorite things to do is watch movies.
Yeah.
I share with our listeners, I watched like a movie every day or every other day. Like, so one movie every one day or every 2 days that I watch.
What time do you end up going to sleep?
So I find myself going to sleep after I put my daughter to sleep and after my wife goes to sleep. And that's when I like start working actually for the next day, for the next show. And then while watching a movie, I always end up going to like sleep at like midnight or like 1 a.m.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. And then I wake up like 8. So I get like a good 7 hours of sleep usually.
Right.
But going to sleep at 9:30 and then waking up at 4. It sounds like you're getting a good amount of sleep.
I do.
But don't you get do you usually get tired around that time now? Because you've been doing it for 5 years, you mentioned.
I get really tired from 8 p.m. Okay, what time is it right now? Okay, I'll go to sleep in in a couple
20 minutes,
of hours.
Right? Thank you for coming in when you should be right now brushing your teeth and washing your face to get ready to go to sleep,
Thank
right?
you for having me. I will make the day exceptional.
Oh, but so miracle morning.
Yeah, and I go
every
to
day.
gym at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I finish working out around 7. I work out for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I get home, shower and make breakfast and get ready for work.
Wow. That's so diligent.
It
of
is
you.
very 부지런.
네, 진짜. That I would because I'm very 굳었어 when it comes to my habits, my schedule. I would never be able to do that.
And so can I take you to the gym in the morning and then we work out together?
You cannot. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't want to make that promise to anybody because I feel like 저는 even just thinking about it.
But you're just talking about weight loss.
Yeah, wellness and losing fat and everything. But
yeah, not 5 in the morning.
Not 5 in the morning though. I'll 열심히 해. I'll do my best.
That was very 단호박. That was no. No, I'm not gonna promise.
I'll try my best while I'm awake. Jimin, we have a lot of messages coming in. We have KM 선임. 와, Jimin Sam. I'm a huge fan of her. You are the best teacher that I ever met. 이거 살짝 학생 느낌.
No.
Are you sure? You don't know this person?
No, I don't.
Oh, all right. I'll take your word for it.
Some kind of stranger, possibly potential customer.
네, maybe. 우리 제니님 saying good energy 받아갈게요, 지민님.
Thank you.
이것도 살짝 아는 사이 냄새 나는 아니죠? 아니에요. 네, 우리 김서진님 saying 이거는 좀 그렇다. 지민쌤 하고 분명히 이모티콘 하트 보는 것 같은데 이거 모르는 분이에요? 확실해요?
I don't know.
알겠어요. 네, 우리 서진님 모르는 분한테 쌤이라고 부르면 어떻게 하세요?
Because it's just mentioned that I'm a teacher, so
그렇죠. We did say you are a teacher.
Guys, I'm sending you all the vibes, and if anyone wants to join 5 a.m. workout with me, welcome.
그리고 우리 KM 서님. She is my role model. 근데 KM선님 진짜 모르는 사이면 she's been talking for the past 12 minutes. 바로 role model가 되는 게 좀 어려운데 쉽지 않은데.
I've been talking a lot of very inspirational things.
You have. Okay, KM선님, I understand. I'm very glad that you did find your role model on our program. Jimin, then 2023 for you, especially with your business and everything going on, it sounds like you had a wonderful year.
Right.
Now let's get to 2024 because it is quickly approaching. What kind of life do you want to live in the year 2024? Do you have any New Year's resolutions or anything?
So I don't also want to sound too arrogant, but I want to keep the same lifestyle.
네. I mean, it's your energy right now, so I think it's weird that you say, "Oh no, I want to be humble. I want to, not that much. I just want to live a quiet life." 이런 건 이제 못해요, 지민님. So yes,
I can't.
Be honest with us.
There is one thing.
Okay.
There is one resolution
네.
that it might sound very cliche.
But it's fine.
But I would like to spend more time with my family, my parents, all that, because the quality time.
Yeah.
Because I was physically working a lot this year, 2023, and I feel like I sometimes 할 수 있을 때 해라.
Yeah.
Earlier you mentioned it.
Yeah.
Right. So I think about it, and I think I was able to spend some time with my family, but then I was focusing now, tomorrow, no, next week kind of thing.
If you're, especially, a person that runs her own business and very work-oriented, you can't help but to think that way, I think.
It's really tough, but life is all about balancing, right? The family is the most important part in your life for everyone. So next year, for sure, that I would like to not give up my work. I will still continue working very hard.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I will make sure that I have more time to spend with my family. That's the actual goal.
네, so more family time for you. Okay.
You too?
I spend too much time with my family. I mean, no, I mentioned this, I shared this with other people on our show. One of the best things that happened in 2023 was I got to go on a a trip to the U.S. I got to take, and it was my first trip abroad with my whole family. It's just me and my wife and my daughter. But you know, I've taken trips with my wife before, but this was the first trip abroad with my daughter, and it was the first time we were together for like 10 days straight.
How was it?
24 hours a day, 10 days straight. So that's 240 hours together with my family. And I loved it. I loved every minute of it.
Good.
Yeah. So I hope for more of that too. Yeah, in the new year.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, you know, especially if you're raising kids, like they grow up fast and, you know, the parents always say, oh, you're going to miss these moments. So I want to take advantage of the time that I have.
Of course.
Yeah, same with me, more family time. Any other, you know, anything else that you're looking forward to or any other resolutions that you have?
It's also related to my business.
Yes.
And I'd like to expand my business next year.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mentioned briefly about, you know, living in Seoul as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not going to leave Busan. I'm going to still, you know, come back and forth a lot. But I will have more business opportunity in a little bit bigger city. And I want to bring that in Busan as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Busan is like my heart. That's my city.
So you're of course, like this is where you want things to happen, but to be able to do that, you got to go to other places and bring that, you know, energy and everything,
and then more
back
opportunities.
Here. Sure.
And maybe I'll be on a different radio show in Seoul.
Good luck with that.
No,
okay?
but I will be only here. I'm just joking.
I don't know. I think just any opportunities that arise.
Yeah.
And if that takes you to, let's say, another city, maybe even another country.
Exactly.
I think it's fine. But as long as, you know, because here on Open Studio, we want to invite and celebrate the lives of people here in Busan, right? It is sad news that, you know, that you would be leaving our city. But as long as it's down the road, you always have that plan, that vision to, you know, that goal to come back to Busan. I think
I'm gonna leave both the cities and then going back and forth.
Oh, okay. Oh, sounds like a very busy year that you're gonna have in 2024.
Yeah. So that's one of my New Year's resolutions that I want to reach, and I want to expand my business not only in Busan and Seoul, internationally as well.
Yeah. That's awesome. Best of luck to you with that. You know, but with your, I think, dedication and energy, I don't see that as a problem. Right?
Thank you.
You'll do great. So, Jimin, as we wrap up our interview with you, you sound like a person who has gone through from, you know, just working under somebody and now being your own boss, having your own business. What advice would you want to share to those that maybe, I don't know, want to just not only maybe walk down the same path as you, but just want to achieve their goals next year? Maybe, like what advice, recommendation would you want to give to people listening?
I think the key is be consistent. Consistency is the key.
Yeah.
Minsu, just a question. How long have you been working in this show or as a host or in this field for?
I've been doing this for the past 10 years, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you're very successful as well.
I like to think so.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
And I've been doing this I have my own business for about 2 years, but I have been like an English teacher for over 15 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think the key is be consistent with whatever you do. You know, you don't have to be perfect.
Sure.
You don't have to be good in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because if you just stick to whatever you think that you can do, then it will bring you the good and the best and the perfection. You know?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So don't try to be perfect. Don't try to be good in the beginning. You'll get good in the end anyways.
Yeah.
So consistency.
Yeah. So consistency and like practice. I love that. You know, don't expect just perfection right at the beginning. Even though you don't see like anything close to perfection in the beginning.
Exactly.
If you keep at it, you'll see something of it later down the road. You continue to see it, and then at the end, when you do achieve your goal, it will be because of consistency.
Right.
Great message.
Also,
yeah.
we talked about the weight loss. I know, I keep talking about it.
No.
But in the beginning, when you go to gym, you don't see any result.
Yeah.
Even for a month or 2 months.
Oh, yeah.
Right? But if you keep going in and working out, you will see a big result in a year.
맞아요. Yeah.
진짜로.
Yeah. So that's the mindset that I hope to have. but definitely not at 5 a.m. 심하다.
on.
새벽 5시.
할 수 있을 것 같은데.
우리 바로 우리 청취자분들 바로 적용하네요. 우리 지민님의 메시지. Thank you, 지민님. Today's lesson, this is from KM Sonim. Today's lesson, consistency is the key. Jenny saying consistency is for real. Yeah.
For real.
I'm glad that listeners are taking the message home from 지민님. We also have, 우리 많이 바쁘네. 우리 on our YouTube. 최서진님 saying 지민 쌤이 나오시니 신기반기. 수업 때 수업 때 배운 표현 쏙쏙. 이분은 분명히 스튜던트죠.
Yeah, okay, I admit that.
Okay.
She is the one.
Okay, 딱 한 명만 들어왔네요.
Anybody else was the fan of me.
We talked about how loyal your students are. 한 명만 왔네요 오늘.
I know. Oh, so
그렇지.
sad. Where are you, everyone? Go on YouTube and comment something.
이거 너무 연기 나오는데. Jimin, thank you so much. That was so fun speaking with you. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much for having me. It was
in the
so
year
much fun.
2024.
You
Best
too.
luck to you in Seoul. 근데 꼭 다시 와야 돼요.
Oh no. Don't get me wrong.
네.
I'm not
you're not leaving, right? 왔다 갔다 할 거죠.
Hey, don't give the wrong message. A lot of students are okay. One student are
She's not leaving.
No,
She's not leaving.
No,
네.
not leaving.
우리 런투영님 saying 아니요 저도 스튜던트. See now people are saying that they're your students.
Okay, now they're coming in because they've been.
인터뷰 끝나니까 들어오네. 여러분 좀 늦었어요. Jimin, we'll see you around. Okay, who knows in the future?
Please have me again.
Of course.
Yes.
All right, that will do it for today's Open Studio. Let's take a quick song break. Oh, so much energy coming from 지민님. 신난 노래 틀으면 아마 심장 터질 것 같아서 잔잔한 거 틀겠습니다. This is James Blake with Retrograde.
So show me why you're strong. Ignore everybody else. We're alone now. Oh wait. So show me why you're strong. Ignore everybody else. We're alone now. Suddenly I'm hit. It's this darkness of the dawn. And your friends are gone. And your friends won't come. So show me where you fit. So show me where you fit. Oh wait. So show me why you're strong. Ignore everybody else. We're alone now.
푸짐한 선물을 원하십니까? 인사이드 부산이 준비한 소중한 선물. Full course meal voucher from Golden Lizzie, a gourmet restaurant in 거제동 and 연산동, where you can taste cuisine from Michelin Guide featured Chef Kim. 미슐랭 셰프의 파인 레스토랑 골든 리지에서 10만 원 외식 상품권. 런지 10세트. A place to entertain your brain and eyes. Museum of Illusions. 당신의 눈과 뇌를 즐겁게 하는 곳. 뮤지엄 오브 일루전 부산 착시미술관 입장권. 회원님 끝까지 집중하셔야 돼요. 언제나 마시는 커피를 신선하게 만드는 양산에 위치한 Into Roastery. Coffee voucher and a pack. A fresh coffee whole beans. Sponsored by Into Roastery in 양산. 운동 중인데 향이 좋네요. 자, 회원님 다음 암풀다운 핫돌. A delicious meal voucher from Gorilla Brewing Busan. 광안 branch, the leader of Korean handmade beer culture. 자, 수제 맥주 전문점 고릴라 브루잉 부산에서 제공하는 식사권. 자, 회원님 마지막 덤벨 85kg. We prepare admission tickets for the Busan X the Sky Top Floor Observatory, which is located at LCT in Haeundae, the highest place in Busan. 끝까지 해야 됩니다. 끝까지. 자, 부산 대표 랜드마크 해운대 LCT에 위치한 하늘 위의 바다 부산 X the Sky 전망대 입장권을 선물로 드립니다. 회원님 수고하셨습니다. 네, 재밌는 방송 IOB와 함께 선물은 덤으로 지금 바로 참여하세요. 후하 후하.
All right, listeners, time for the last segment of the show, quote unquote. And I bring you a quote by Brad Paisley that reads, "Tomorrow is the first blank page of a 365-page book. Write a good one." So this quote, it captures the essence of both endings and beginnings that the last day of the year symbolizes. Well, today being the last Friday. It suggests that each year is like a book, a narrative of our lives with each day representing a page. So I think being active in writing a good story of the year 2024 is something that we need more of, right? It encourages optimism and intentionality. Rather than passively experiencing life, the quote motivates us to actively write a good year for ourselves, implying that the choices and the actions that we make can create a very fulfilling and meaningful narrative. So the last Friday of the year becomes a moment of reflection on the past pages and planning for the ones yet to be written. So I leave you on that note. Folks, I do hope with the last couple of days that we have of 2023, I do hope for a warm one. Everybody stay safe. Don't catch a cold. And let's just be active. Let's all write a great 365-page book titled 2024 of our lives. I do wish for that for everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm going to leave you with our last track. This one's by Rachel Yamagata, titled I'll Find a Way. Inside Out Busan was produced by yours truly, Min Soo-shin. It was written by Im Soo-jin and Steve, and it was hosted by yours truly once again, Min Soo-shin. Everybody, have a good one. And if I don't see you, Happy New Year.
To see you again. I used to think that anything I do wouldn't matter at all anyway. But now I find that when it comes to you, I'm the winner of cards I can't play. Wait for me, darling, I need you desperately, desperately. Here and I'll find a way to see you again. Oh, I'll find a way to see you again. The rain is like an orchestra to me. Little gifts from above meant to say
isn't love.